it's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win. I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Watson's throw pulled in by Atwell here. Touchdown, L.A. Tutu Atwell. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3-and-out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3-and-out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Stafford. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't keep evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Sliding out of the pocket. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. 21-0 our score after one. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. To throw is Stafford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At their own 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Shoves him aside near the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Left side to Lamb. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on second down. Stafford, and he slings one that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Trying to run forward with Pollard, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Off play action, Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. Here's Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Stafford. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a two-point conversion. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Flushed out right. That is caught by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one, 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Watson.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Watson. Rolling to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Watson now to throw.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Then play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Right back to Atwell. That's complete.
Touchdown, Rams.
2-2 Atwell.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Pollard.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Stafford. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A big connection on that one. 30 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Watson. Touchdown. It's complete. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Rams have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing is Stafford. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play here for Dallas. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him.
And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Watson off play action. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Faking the give, now Watson. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Nixon now from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
48 yards on the ground for him so far.
On third down, it's Pollard. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And Watson's going to throw it here.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off at the 15. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On second down, it's Pollard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Stafford now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Run for Pollard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?